Hey there, Santa's little helpers. Today we're making red velvet cinnamon rolls. Now I've already made a batch of dough of my regular cinnamon rolls, which is why the bowl looks like this. But it's pretty much all the same ingredients, we're just gonna add a couple. So again, if we don't have to wash it, let's not wash it. Okay, I'm gonna be making a bigger batch than you, but I will say what you need and put your ingredients on the screen. So you need 1 cup of at least 2% milk, fat-wise, warm, about 110 degrees. You don't want it any hotter than that. 1/4 of a cup white granulated sugar. If you've seen my other bread videos, we know sugar, yeast does all the good things. Then you need 1 standard size packet of dry active yeast, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons. Okay. Now I like to just give that a little mix, just so those things are moving and grooving. And now we're gonna let this sit and the yeast bloom for 5 minutes. Our yeast is nice and frothy yeast is happy yeast. So now let's add some other ingredients. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, of course, because these are red velvet. Then you will need 2 eggs. My cheesecakes are done. You need 1/2 stick of unsalted butter, and I just kind of cut it up into tablespoons. Remember, I'm making a bigger batch, so I'm using more than you. Now I gotta get some flavor in here. And something that gives great flavor to cinnamon rolls, as silly as it sounds, salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Alrighty. It's looking weird. That means you're doing it right. 1/2 cup full fat sour cream. Go full fat on this, okay? So this is what is taking place of like the buttermilk. When you make red velvet cake, there's buttermilk in it. This is what's doing that same thing for the cinnamon rolls. It'll be creamy and dreamy. And of course, you need red food coloring. A little over a tablespoon. What I like to do is, I can't use red food coloring without getting it all over me. This is the brand that I use. This is Chef Master. I put about 1/2 of the amount that I need in now with the liquid and let it mix. Then I add my flour and add a bit more as I'm adding my flour. And you'll need 4 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. So add that in slowly, get it nice and incorporated, and if you need some more color, do some more color. I'm gonna wash my hands because this is already stained. I almost forgot to tell you, you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract as well. Okay, so I have all my flour in, all my coloring. I'm just letting it mix. By adding your coloring in 2 different steps, you're not gonna over add. Trust me, you do not taste the food coloring in this at all. Okay, now my dough is mixing, and it's mostly pulled away from the sides, but there is still like a layer. So what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit more flour. Do 1 tablespoon at a time and let it incorporate. If we add too much flour, it dries out and it tastes floury. We want this to taste soft and rich and delicious. So I'm gonna add a bit more, and then this is going to proof for 2 hours. I find this dough takes a little bit longer to proof than my other cinnamon roll recipe that I have for you in my bread playlist. So we're gonna give this 2 hours to proof, and then you can roll it out, fill it, and give it a second proof. But I'll talk you through all that. Now, I've got my red velvet dough rolled out. This dough is stickier than my other dough, okay, than my other recipe. So you're gonna want more flour on the surface and a little flour on top to make it stop from sticking. do not judge, okay? Nor make comments about gloves, because if you've ever tried to roll out sticky dough in gloves, you go ahead and do that and tell me how it works, okay? So clean hands, all right? I got it rolled out. Now I'm gonna fill it. I will put the recipe for the filling on the screen. I obviously make large batches because I'm making multiple kinds of cinnamon rolls. It is just butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon. That's it. Now I like to spread my filling out to the edges as much as possible because I don't want there to be like the end of a roll that doesn't have any filling and it's just bread, because you lose a lot of the flavor that way. Plus it makes it nice and pretty. And part of the thing of cinnamon rolls that make them the best is the filling. Filling in the icing, am I right? So put that on here, spread it out. Now, we're gonna roll these up, slice them, and put them in a pan and cover them with plastic wrap. If you are going to bake them right away, they will need to sit and proof for 30 minutes, and then you will bake them in a 350-degree oven, uncovered for 15 minutes, and covered for 15 minutes, okay? If you're gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do these the overnight way, which this is fantastic if you wanna do these for Christmas. You can do my regular cinnamon rolls overnight as well, and I have all that explanation in that video in my bread playlist. If you wanna do these for like Christmas, you can do all this Christmas Eve. We're gonna roll them, cut them, cover them, and then put them in the fridge. Then on Christmas morning, you pull these babies out. They're gonna proof for an hour. So pull them out while you guys are opening presents, and then you'll pop them in the oven at 350 and bake them just like normal. So one recipe, two amazing ways to enjoy it. I actually do like a take and bake cinnamon roll from the bakery and sticky buns, so lots of people will be having Sweet Notes Bakery cinnamon rolls and sticky buns on Christmas morning that they have baked in their own home, which I think is super cool. They were popular last year. They are way more popular this year. Now, you can do any color you want. I wanted to say earlier, I did green last week to make them Grinch cinnamon rolls. I just put a little heart and icing on them. I do cream cheese icing with these babies. But you can do any color velvet you want, but you can do some red, some green if you wanted to split the dough. There you go. Then I put it down here. Make sure you don't crowd them. I have like a half sheet pan that I'm doing. I put 6 in a 9x13 pan, okay? That gives you an idea. That gives them room to proof, and then also when they're baking, room to grow and expand and use all that space. And then they're gonna stay in nice shape as well. All right. So I will pop a picture in here of what they look like. You can do a regular like powdered sugar vanilla glaze if you want. I like to do the cream cheese icing with the red velvet. People really seem to like that. But these are extra soft. They're delicious and they look pretty too. So if you're gonna make these, let me know, or if you've made them, pop a picture in the comments. I love that. Make sure you're liking, following, subscribing, all of the things for more recipes and more fun like this. All right, bye friends.